Hi viewers, it's do-it-yourself project. Target is to replace Kent Prime Plus R.O water purifiers filters and membranes with new ones. List of filters are number 1 R.O membrane, number 2 Inline sediment filter, number 3 Inline carbon filter, number 4 U.F membrane, number 5 post-carbon filter, number 6 flow restrictor tube. And the purpose to replace filters is as follows. Number 1 water output from purifier had been very low, it is taking 1.5 hours to fill water tank. Number 2 R.O water flow level in LCD display is indicating very low. Number 3 filters had been not replaced since 2 years. Before going to replace filters, let's study water flow diagram of Kent Prime Plus water purifier. Number 1 raw water flows through low pressure switch and sediment filter simultaneously. Low pressure switch is a device to send on-off signals to booster pump and solenoid valve. If the raw water pressure is high, sends on signal, else off. Number 2 sediment filter removes visible sand, dust and debris. Sediment filter do not remove chemicals, bacteria from raw water. And next water flows to solenoid valve. Number 3 solenoid valve consists of a plunger which opens or closes the orifice by raising or lowering within a sleeve tube by energizing the coil and receives on-off signals from a low pressure switch. From solenoid valve water flows to booster pump. Number 4 booster pump purpose is to produce required pressure for reverse osmosis process of R.O membrane. High pressure water from booster pump flows into activated carbon filter. Number 5 activated carbon filter removes organic compounds like chlorine, particulate matter, taste, and odor from the water. Water from carbon filter splits and flows to U.F filter via TDS control valve and other to R.O membrane. Number 6 ultrafiltration filter, unlike reverse osmosis, retains minerals in the water, while filtering out bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Number 7 TDS stands for total dissolved solids. TDS control valve maintains the essential natural minerals in R.O water. With manual screw adjustment, TDS reading can be increased or decreased in the output R.O water. Number 8 R.O stands for reverse osmosis. R.O membrane removes bacteria, virus, and organic compounds with molecular weight cutoff of greater than 100 as well as most of the inorganic substances. R.O membrane is having 2 outlets. One is filtered water, which joins with U.F filtered water and flows to U.V chamber, and other outlet is rejected water, which splits and flows to flow restrictor tube and solenoid valve. Number 9 flow restrictor tube maintains high pressure inside the R.O membrane by creating back pressure on the membrane and also controls the recovery ratio of the purifier. Rejected water from flow restrictor tube and solenoid valve drains out via non-return valve. Number 10 ultraviolet chamber neutralizes and kills any remaining virus or bacteria. Stainless steel U.V cartridge contains U.V tube light. From U.V chamber water flows to TDS sensor. Number 11 TDS sensor indicate the total dissolved solids in water. From TDS sensor water flows to flow sensor. Number 12 flow sensor monitors the rate and volume of water purified. Via flow sensor water flows to post-carbon filter. Number 13 post-carbon filter removes unpleasant smell from water and enhance water flavor. From post-carbon filter, via non-return valve, R.O water flows to water storage tank. This is electrical circuit diagram of Kent Prime Plus R.O water purifier. 250 volts 50 Hz AC power input is given to 24 volts DC output switch mode power supply, which incorporates a switching regulator to convert AC to DC electrical power efficiently. The output of SMPS is input to computer control ballast. From computer control ballast DC power is given to 1. UV LED, 2. Low pressure switch, 3. TFT LCD display, 4. Flow sensor, 5. TDS sensor, 7. Pair of solenoid valves, 8. UV chamber, 9. UV lamp, 10. Water level sensor, 11. Pump head, 12. Pump. This is Kent Prime Plus R.O water purifier. After removing screws from the back of purifier, detach electric cable connected to computer-controlled ballast from front LCD panel. This is the order in which old membranes and filters are dismounted and new ones are mounted. 1. Dismount old inline carbon filter. 2. Dismount old R.O membrane. 3. Dismount old flow restrictor tube. 4. Mount new flow restrictor tube. 5. Dismount old inline sediment filter. 6. Mount new inline sediment filter. 7. Dismount old post-carbon filter. 8. Dismount old U.F membrane. 9. Mount new U.F membrane. 10. Mount new R.O membrane. 11. Mount new inline carbon filter. 12. Mount new post-carbon filter. First, dismounting inline carbon filter with input from booster pump and output from TDS control valve and R.O membrane. Removing brackets from R.O membrane. Second, dismounting R.O membrane with input from inline carbon filter and output to flow restrictor tube and UV chamber. Third, dismounting flow restrictor tube with input from R.O membrane and output to non-return valve. Here first, mounting new flow restrictor tube with input from R.O membrane and output to non-return valve. Now dismounting UV chamber with input from R.O membrane, U.F filter and output to TDS sensor. Fourth, dismounting inline sediment filter with input low pressure switch and output solenoid valve. Second, mounting new inline sediment filter with input low pressure switch and output solenoid valve. Fifth, dismounting post-carbon filter with input flow sensor and output non-return valve. Sixth, dismounting U.F filter with input TDS control valve and output UV chamber. Third, mounting new U.F filter with input TDS control valve and output UV chamber. Fourth, mounting new R.O membrane with input inline carbon filter and output flow restrictor tube and UV chamber. Mount UV chamber with input R.O membrane and U.F filter and output TDS sensor. Fifth, mounting new inline carbon filter with input booster pump and output R.O membrane and TDS control valve. Sixth, mounting new post-carbon filter with input flow sensor and output non-return valve. Plug in electrical cable from front LCD panel to computer control ballast. Set the TDS control valve level in the 50 to 150 range. Check all the pipes whether properly connected to filters or not. Switch on the power supply, check the pump and after few minutes observe for water leakage at all terminals. Check for electric shock. Check the drainage pipe output and purified water from tank. If everything is okay, close the front LCD panel with screws and mount the water purifier.